Hey everyone, it's AYBL Main here. This is my series, AYBL Main's Top 5 series for albums, songs, movies, and the like. I'll be counting down those things, or at least ranking those things as I go along. Please take time to hit the red subscribe button down below. Please leave comments, maybe your top 5 in each particular category. That would be kind of cool. And whether you like or dislike the video. Other than that, guys, let's just sit back and enjoy and plug away at this series. I appreciate it. Hey everyone, it's AYBL Main here. I wanted to jump back in with one of my top 5 series, and I'm going to go with the top 5 albums of Radiohead today. A band that 5 years ago, guys, I would have never given the time of day, and just kind of resonated with me once I got exposed to a certain song, which we'll get to down the road. And so let's jump in. Number 5, this is going to be kind of a hot take. I have Kid A here at number 5. I know a lot of people have it much higher, especially critics. Produced by Nigel Godrich, came out in 2000. Widely considered the best 180-degree turn in any band's history. It appeared at number 20 on the top 500 albums of all time for Rolling Stones magazine. It appears on a lot of magazines' lists of top, especially in the top 20 of any of them. So, Idioteque's probably the most accessible track on there, I would say. Everything in its right place is also very popular. I like How to Disappear completely. I think that's a tremendous track, and it's very heartfelt, very underrated, I think, in my opinion. So, but Kid A is only down here. So, produced by Nigel Godrich. Also produced by Nigel Godrich is going to be from 2016's A Moon-Shaped Pool. It's very, this one's a little bit more accessible. Despite being an art rock album, an experimental album. Interesting fact: all the tracks on the album are in alphabetical order, which is kind of interesting. I thought that was so really cool. I think Johnny Greenwood really wanted to kind of like use the studio to manipulate sounds and a lot of different devices that he used and kind of played around a little bit more. My favorite track on here is The Numbers. I don't know if you ever saw, there's a live version of this where, it's just Tom and Johnny sitting on a park bench. It's their music video for it, and they're just, they play the song. It's excellent. Also, Dex Dark is really good. Daydreaming, Burn the Witch, all great tracks. Check them out. Made a ton of best lists for the year 2016, and it was number 22 on Rolling Stone's end of the year for 2016. So, number 4. Number 3, I had In Rainbows, also produced by Nigel. The guy just keeps showing up everywhere. Came out in 2007. An art pop album, really, mostly electronica. More accessible than Kid A is, I think, on a lot of levels. It was almost like, I felt like Radiohead was trying to take a breath here and say, okay, listen, we proved that we were willing to do the experimental stuff. Let's see if we can still take that and we can make something that's a little bit more radio friendly and accessible. And they did. They did a fantastic job on it. I like Jigsaw Falling Into Place is a very good track. Reckoner, Nude. House of Cards is my favorite track overall. It's a wonderful track about a guy trying to catch this girl on the rebound because he likes her, and she recently had broken up with her boyfriend, so he thought that was his opportunity to get in. So very good. It got as high as number 387 on the top 500 albums of all time for Rolling Stones magazine. And it was also the infamous Pay What You Want album that Radiohead released that the record industry just almost flipped out totally about. So very, very, very cool. So at number 2, I've got The Bends. Now, this is how I got exposed to Radiohead. It was from this album in particularly. And if somebody wanted to dive into Radiohead, I'm going to recommend you start with this album. Don't Pablo Honey aside and Creep aside, start with this album. A straight up Britpop, indie pop, alternative rock kind of album. It got as high as number 110 on Rolling Stone's top 500 albums of all time, and it's just a beautiful album, really. Fake Plastic Trees, My Iron Lung, High and Dry, Just, and one of my favorite songs of all time, actually, it's in my top 25 overall. I think I have it at number 19. Is Street Spirit, Fade Out. It's a bookend track for the album. It's the song that I was just listening to one day on a Spotify rotation list, and I go, who the hell is that? And who the hell is playing the guitar on that? And I looked it up. Lo and behold, a band that I just really was always crapping on all the time, thought they were too pretentious, Radiohead. And Johnny Greenwood was the guitar player, and I was hooked, guys, right from there. So there you go. But number one for me, guys, big surprise here, right? It's going to be OK Computer. I think it came out in 1997, produced by Nigel Godrich. It is a progressive rock masterpiece, an alternative rock masterpiece. I have it as my favorite album of all time, just edging out Rumors by Fleetwood Mac. It got as high as number 42 on Rolling Stone's list of the top 100 albums. I think it deserves to be much higher. I like basically every song on here, guys. I like. No surprises. Karma Police, Let Down, Paranoid Android, Airbag, Exit Music for a Film, which, you know, appears on a lot of movies as an in-credit song, right? Works perfectly for it, right? My favorite song on there right now, though, is Subterranean Homesick Alien. Fantastic track. Also, they released a version of this, OK Not OK, which has this deluxe edition with some extra songs like Man of War and I Promise. I got to tell you guys, if they would have taken like 2 tracks off of OK Computer and put 2 of these songs on there, this album would have supplanted every other album, I guarantee, as the best album of all time. There's just no doubt in my mind. I know people get hung up on only the great albums can be from the 60s or 70s. I'm telling you, this is a masterpiece. It deserves to always be in the discussion for one of the best top 5 albums of all time for anybody who wants to have a discussion. So that's all I got for my top 5 for right now, guys. I hope you guys are doing okay. Everybody stay safe out there and look for my next video soon. You guys take care.